All right, folks, the better late than never version of Harmonic Pattern Podcast number 336. Let's come get some. Howdy. Thanks for the patience, the delay, and I'm a touch better today. We got to get into it. We really got to talk about some things going on, major developments. Let's start with XRP because I think that's a sign of the times. And you got finally some things going on here. And I'm going to be the first one to admit that I scratched out my XRP position months ago. I just didn't like the action, but here's what we need to really assess, and this could be all crypto in general. We're challenging something like that against a major pattern weekly. That's big stuff. And I think it's, we see what Bitcoin's doing, got flushed to the 382, then bounces back up. XRP's been artificially depressed by Gensler and crew. And I think with that announcement yesterday, eventually this stuff is not going to be artificially suppressed. And that's the word. Great to see everybody. David, you're the best. Appreciate all your help. Vegas, what's up? Victoria, GoldenEye, Greg, incredible. The rest of the crew. Excuse me for a second. I'm still getting over this thing I caught a couple days ago. I'll give you my best radio voice. Anyway, so 62.4 cents on XRP is just a number. And, it's more probably got to break it down on the daily. And let's see what's going on. Why? Because This thing has been thrown down so many times under the 50 level that we have to now respect it. I need to absolutely address just the immediate situation that you're getting back-to-back patterns that are stuck in a range, but it's been roughly 40 to 70 all year, maybe even a whole year back. And I just think that we're going to get an absolute trigger that will send it off the base. And we could even go to the monthly and take a peek at the monthly and say, okay, what's going on here? Yes, downtrend. Yes, the whole long-term capitulation. Let's get a better long-term chart. Bitstamp, that's not good. How about, where's Binance? Binance usually should have the longest. There's Binance. I guess not. Maybe it's better with Bitstamp. What were they here back in 2014? Amazing. And that's your long-term picture, folks. And I think if we're connecting dots on XRP, even though it's a 2-year wait, maybe even a 3-year wait, at some point this C point will give. 886 to this is a legitimate 618 for the Gartley. Okay, that's the cycle target, 265, but that's probably not for another year or more. And who knows what these guys are going to do, or ladies and gentlemen. I okay, folks, here's a couple of personal things. One, I'm probably older than most of you, and I'm going to turn 55 next month. Can't believe it, but I've never seen anything like what's going on in narrative, news, manipulation. Probably the last time we've seen a president like this was Reagan in '88 in his last year, where he went into hiding. And now we have an absolute decision coming up. And I'm all market. All market. I've been a frustrated American since 1996. Really, is the last time I voted in a presidential election. And just to share this with you, I was a registered Republican at 18, voted in my first election for a Democratic candidate. So I don't fall one side or the other, but it's a clear choice coming up. You got pro-market, you got anti-market coming up. And you don't have to like the flavors, but I'll tell you, it will make a difference. And I think that's what Wall Street, crypto, everyone's lingering fear is that you have, absolutely polar opposites coming to bear. And there's a lot of folks, I would say most of the folks out there do not even understand how market dynamics work. They don't even know where money comes from. We all understand the pump, the printer pump, what the Fed has done, and you can see it now. I've got nieces and nephews that are, been through the ringer. I don't know if I could have gone through that in the last 4 years that they went through. And then for us folks, when you expand your balance sheet 40%, you're going to have stuff like this inflation. You're going to have $8, $10 dozen of eggs and the like. That affects most people, but they still don't even want to know the market. And so I'm happy you're all here. And I think, the experience, the harmonics are an edge, a framework to understand where we are so that you guys can benefit from the luxury of your home, bedroom, home office, laptop, phone, wherever you are. But, what are we thinking here? Where are we going to be in a year? I always kind of throw it out, and the market is a discounting mechanism that's usually going to be able to tell you economic conditions 6 to 9 months out. We see what happened with the Nasdaq, S&P. We'll get into that in a second. But is crypto really going to be the thing that they're talking about? Is it going to be realized? Or are other forces going to come in here? Because you don't want XRP, what they want to do, and some of these other institutions, Bitcoin, Ethereum, What they're trying to do is direct competition to the major players on the market and on the street. Eventually, either they get taken out in terms of like economic warfare, or the forces that be join them. And when they do, that's when this stuff runs. Huge decision coming. Huge. I'm I guess an optimist, and I've been proven wrong more so when I take a negative opinion than a positive, constructive opinion. Couple of words for everyone, because it's crazy out there. And even I've got friends that are in their 70s, 60s, 70s, and I ask them, "You guys ever seen anything like this?" No, everyone across the board. It's like I've never seen anything like this. So that's what risk management's about. That's why we take positions that might seem risky, yet that's how you get paid. So I think XRP is something where we got to get it back on the board. I'm not chasing anything, but I will be looking around 50 cents. And I definitely want to get it back on my radar for these kind of patterns. Okay, 44, 47. I have always said under 60, I don't care. 50, 60, whatever. Now we're at a target 2 off of a daily structure. Almost had a perfect type 2 on that deep crab. And that would be here. Okay. That would be back at 40 cents. I'm not jumping doing anything just yet. Nothing. I want to be patient with it. We've seen remarkable volatility in the last 2 weeks. You know, I decided to take a couple of days, and the market just goes nuts. Whatever. We got the rest of the year. We got all next year. And hey, look, we very well, and I've been saying this too, that after we get through whatever this 1618 correction is going to be, that is probably going to be a monster opportunity. So we got to look at the levels. I think the same can be said for crypto, but at what price? Let's get to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like this. Let's get it like there. 59.6 after the all-time 382. Are you kidding me? But nothing here. Nothing yet. Here's the thing that I'm looking at. And I've said this all along, that this dot needed to be retested at 68. I did not like the fact it went to 49. Okay, so it's not, by no means is this like, you're missing out on anything, but that's a heck of a hammer at the moment. I'm impressed. Here's HSI on the weekly. What else would need to happen for this to really do something? Harmonic Strength Index needs to get above the 50, like there, and come and break out. But you're weeks away. And again, acceleration launch pad doesn't happen until above 73.5. 73.5. I'm not there yet. It's remarkable. It's probably very tradable. Go to the 4-hour time frame here. Okay, you're starting to get to some, even some short-term overbought levels, couple of dots. Okay, structurally, it broke some things down. But, here's what I want to show you. Go to monthly. What happened here? Beside all those yellow dots, and on this layout, by the way, I've taken out our dots. I've taken out the arrows, just showing dots. Okay, but this is why it bounced. And it could be just a reactive temporary situation. But there's your 382, kids. 382, not 392. 382, 362, 392. Yeah, that's like 50 and change. 50, 51. 51K. Hey, Victoria's got a great comment. How are you, Victoria? JP Morgan says soon you can pay your credit card with XRP, so if you're cash broke, you can use your credit. LMAO, correct. People, these are not our friends. Okay, these people are sitting there targeting your orders, running your stops every day. And I refer you to just go back to the Jim Cramer video from about 25 years ago where he told you the game in person, running stops. Only takes him about $10 million to move any market. That's pocket change for New York, for real. What are we doing? We're trying to pick harmonic levels. Why? You cannot mess with the harmonic levels. They can try, but hey, 1618, bang. Now, what's the deal? What's the Shark to 5-0 deal? Okay, because Shark to 5-0 on the weekly looks like this. Where'd we go? Shark to 5-0. There you go. Shark to 5-0 is like this. And still, 4503 is the 50% retracement. Okay, we fell shy of the 382. Look, don't jump. Okay, no reason to jump here, but this is our clear, bigger pattern structure. Even if we went to dot, it's still not that check back retest kind of a thing. Still needs, you need to prove yourself. Green bars. I'm more inclined to just wait. Let's see if we get some things to develop. Like if this were to pop and we were to make a run like we did last time in February, that might set it off. But not yet. Not yet. Look, Bitcoin's up 4,500 today. 4,500. It was down 7,000. I mean, this is crazy volatility. And just because it's bouncing back, that is a good sign where, you're finding buyer support, but lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low. Let's hit some levels. There's definitely buyers down here trying to jump in. They don't want to miss out. Where's the ideal 5-0? And I'll show you. This is the example of harmonics in action, guys. Binance Coin. It was a shark to 5-0. Look at that at 404. It spent about a couple of hours at 404 and bounced. Okay, no confirmation, but that's harmonics in action. Oh, let me get the dots back. Or let me at least get the arrows. Hold on, I got to turn back the arrows on here. There you go. This is harmonic pattern collection. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do this really quick. There's the arrow, green arrow. Folks, everybody get with harmonic pattern collection. Go to harmonictrader.com. Right there. Free 2-week trial. Send your username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. We need a friendlier email address. I'm going to figure that out. But hpc@sr-analyst.com. And then get as a basic member over here. Just register now. Everything that starts. Listen, I'm thinking we're doing the T-Coin webinar on the 21st. So if you want to connect with me, register and get over on our basic Discord. Everything is on that page here after you register now. And so send me an email at harmonictrader@gmail or connect with me at Discord. Just send me, I need an email, contact. And then that's the 21st. What is that? 21st. I can't think. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 21st. That's a better day for me. But Binance Coin is an example of a targeted level where it looked like it was going to blast through, but a little overspill, but now down. Hit the level. Look, I'm happy with this candle. That's ideal. Now what needs to happen? Well, there's the check back. One green. Next week should be green to give us the dot. And then it would probably be like the third week of August to look for it. Some people have been asking me, like, you can't do that. You can't just say, all right, it's going to be this week or next week. I'm telling you, it's about the dot because the dot is the confirmation. There's a lot into it. Harmonic Strength Index is a proprietary signal. But boy, it's just been on track within the harmonic pattern framework for crypto in particular. So check that out, please. especially the new folks, getting more and more new folks every day. I love it. Welcome. We love to have you. We have a great crew in the basic chat and the gold chat, but please take advantage of all the free stuff first and give yourself 30 days. I mean, this is the other thing. People that don't get the harmonic patterns are simply, they're trying to jump in too fast. You got to rewire your brain. You got to get into the framework, understand type 1, type 2, and then get a little chart experience. That's great. What's up, guys? Got more people coming in. The Jim Cramer video, MB, that's just Google Cramer manipulating stocks, and I'm sure you're going to find it. And he openly admits it. So, maybe I can post that, or I'll tweet that later today. You guys can get with me on Twitter, and please hit subscribe. Hit the like button if you're enjoying today's content. Get the notifications. That would be great. Okay, a couple more. We got to talk about Ethereum, and then we're going to jump to these crazy Nasdaq markets because they're crazy. Their volatility index hit 65. We haven't seen that in years. Ethereum up 248. Well done. I'm not crazy about it. I'm just not crazy about Ethereum because of the structural break. I would need to see some green candles. Weekly green candles. Also, guys, just HSI is designed to go extreme to extreme, okay? But we have to get above the 50 on the return move. Just like this move signaled the down, and then we came up, got rejected again. I wouldn't even expect anything on Ethereum until we could come back up. So weekly, long term, it's not ready yet. And the possibility exists of, dipping back to a 2K reversal. The other thing to consider at this point is it's not perfect. Here we go with these data feeds, but it's almost a deep crab. Connect the dots. I think what happened, we're not getting a crab because your B point's like a 99%. Like that. I'll have to investigate that, but that is a deep crab structure, and your 1618 throwdown move is like 2100. And at this point, with all of this craziness, let's wait for the levels. I'm just Ethereum versus Solana has the tail, two different tales, two different stories. Kind of got like the ugly stepsister at this point. Solana's a beast, trying to hold these levels. High level type 2. That's also something else we've wrestled with on Solana. It's kind of this looping extended type 2, 116, generally 120, guys, 121. That's why it's responding off of that. And this is just a different character than Ethereum. And then we go to the weekly. Well, you just retested your dot, and that was supposed to happen. And what should that be? Some kind of massive continuation. Check your monthly. This is something else that, look, I'm not ready for this. Not yet, because you're running into some dots. But what was here? It's another 382 right off the top. There, 382 is like there. 382 up a little bit more is like 132, 130. But same with Solana. Like all of these, Bitcoin, the same. Where is acceleration? It's above your projected B point. You do have a connect the dots formation. You're at an 80% on that. And then you came down to a minimum 382. Almost, what was that? 40, almost 50%, 49. But because that B point's at a 786, and I've said this all along, You're probably going to do a 127, 141 type of thing. That puts a three handle 300, 320, 350 as a projected target going forward. What's up, Greg? Greg saying Grayscale still has 7,000 Ethereum to dump. Yeah, I don't know if proof of stake was the right move for Vitalik. I think there's a lot to be said for the proof of work. But Solana's taking over Ethereum in terms of networking and all of the crazy little dead crypto that the people are creating on there. Remarkable. A couple more. Let's talk about some of those T coins I've been interested in. These are one or two of the things that I've been lining up for a while, and I need to see Bitcoin do a couple things. But let's talk. Akash Network hit the hop level. Okay, dailies like this. There's a dot. First time a dot. Hop level 210. It is a T2. We were looking for the check back here. 210's got to hold. You're 250 now. I need to see a little bit more action before I jump on this. All along we were saying it's under 308, maybe as low as 210. But that's one that has some trending behavior. You have a dot here, okay, right off the top. The thought is, again, with a lot of these T coins that have made progress since the pre-halving cycle, X, A, B, C, D. Okay, when it starts running. So something like Akash, if it's 2 to 3, it doesn't matter if we're looking for 11. And these are minimum projections. Anything can happen beyond that, but we're looking for C points. What's up, Universal? I didn't like Solana at $9, but I liked it at 25. I certainly did. I didn't like Solana at 9. And I think if you go back and you look, I said, wait on that. The comment came in that you don't like it because I was saying I didn't like it at 9. Yeah, because it was in a cemetery. And that's also the same notion. And in no way am I being critical of you. It's a fair evaluation. But if you guys look at go back to the things that we were saying, okay, we were looking at this all the way down here at 47 on Solana, not just to jump around here, guys, but it was like this. Where's the shark? It was two possibilities on Solana. I mean, we're looking at 47, and I'll tell you why. Because we had this kind of a thing, counter HSIs. But then when we broke out, where you can go back October, November, we were on Solana after the fact. You don't have to pick the lows and highs, guys, especially within the framework. It's like Bitcoin. I have not veered from my 102.5 target because I do believe Bitcoin will do a price discovery move, and that's at 102.5,000. But do I want to go through and really load up when we keep having 10, 20% corrections? Not yet. You know, I'm holding some Bitcoin, but did I put on a big position for that big cycle move? Not yet. Also, we've talked about in some of our crypto webinars, our model portfolio, and Solana is in it. We've been in Solana since last December, and that was a little late, but I was really pounding the table in November. Fair criticism, and I'll take criticism every day. Daniel, what's up? Let's get to the SPY in a minute. We'll talk about the SPY in a minute. The ultimate type 2 SPY. We'll talk about why that's 482 in a second. Yeah. Yeah, we could go 1, 2. Type 1, type 2. And we'll do that. All right, couple more, guys. What's up, Ogelio? Let's look at Avalanche. There's another one that we bailed out of in our spring webinar. I mean, Avalanche was one of the ones we had last year, and we wrote it, and then we bailed out because of the price action. Let me show you here, if I can get there. looks like this. There you go, 21, 22. Avalanche is back. Look at what it did on the weekly bat retest. That's impressive. Okay, and I remember I got on Tuesday. I will update and show you guys. Well, maybe we'll do a pre-T-Coin webinar. But we kind of bailed on that, moving out of that after, oh, I think I know what it was. I think it was March 21 was our spring webinar. And because it was a type 1 and we were looking for the return move. I think we bailed, I think it was like 47 or something. Now all the way back to 22, which is something we have targeted. And if you go back to some of my sessions where I said I'm going to wait for 28 minimum to 22, and now you have it, but it's probably better on the weekly. You know, type 1 reaction to target 1, clipped it, back down with some weekly. Right there at 1956. That held. So Avalanche could potentially be in a nice spot, but this is another one. I'm not jumping in until I see some green. Show me some green on Avalanche first. Let there be one green candle weekly, and then consider. But I want to be clear on that. Like, I don't like catching knives. And please, if you guys have thoughts, criticisms, put them in the chat. We'd love to hear it. A couple more. What's up, Rodrigo? How are you doing today? Universal Codes wants to look at FET AI. And FET is one of the ones I did get right in terms of bailing out on that. Looking for that to come all the way back down, and it sure did. Guys, remember FET, please. For especially those that are new, go back a year ago or go back to our shows from October and look at what we were saying, because FET was one of the ones right at 20, 23 cents, and it rode up above 3 and around at $2 with this down move around 220. I was like, that's probably done, and I was very angry at myself that I didn't bail at 3. Now 86, what do we do? Well, let's look. Daily is a beautiful Gartley coming all the way back, and this is the kind of pattern I want to see on a retracement move. But again, show me some green. Show me the green. Why? Well, we have a dot. All you need is a little yellow dot, folks. I've simplified the confirmation strategies for harmonic patterns because you sure do need confirmation strategies. If you just have a pattern itself, that's a simple level. Confirmation pinpoints within the zone. That's what that yellow dot does. Today's day 1. Today is day 1. Look, XA level was at $1.01, and we went all the way down to 70. Okay, that kind of drawdown would drive me nuts, and that's why we do what we do. Wait for the development. Maybe that's something. There's a look. Okay, I'm going to talk about some reality here. Why confirmation? Because I lost so much money in the early 2000s trying to buy these bullish patterns as they were crashing, that if you look in my books, in the volume 2 book with RSI, that's where it really started. It's like chocolate in the peanut butter. Get you your Reese's peanut butter cup. You need to have the indicator confirmation, a relative measure, if it's relative strength, HSI, amplified, whatever. You need some kind of overbought, oversold indicator with the patterns to pinpoint at the level. Most pattern levels get exceeded. Yeah, sometimes, like that Binance thing, it hits automatically and flips. But that's like the 1 in 20 case. That's the truth. That's why we do confirmation, and that's why I'd rather miss out on something, because this is experience. You know, I'm my life goal here is to dial in harmonic, get the confirmation, nail the levels, but it requires that kind of extra precision. Here with Fetch AI, yes, this might be the first opportunity in a long time since the last patterns all the way back here. But look at the zone, guys. Here's the zone. There's the 786 generated by the software. The algos have all of the ideal rules. It's not just a connect the dots algo. Okay, there's so much that goes into this. Specific levels, tolerances at the points. That's why we get the patterns we have. Other people are trying to do the harmonic patterns, and I encourage it. But they've got to get the framework right. They've got to get the ratios right. I mean, there's people drawing Gartleys with, with 50% B points. That's not going to work. Go ahead, try. You will lose. You'll have to pay tuition. Whereas you can go to harmonictrader.com and get it all for free. Right there. Log in, go to the basic members page. Here's a little promotion. Get there, go to the basic members here. Listen, this is it. Get the books, especially those that just to start out. All the books are for free, and there are reasons why I do this, folks. I've been through so many shenanigans with people, especially people in the early stages, wanting to rip me off and sue me for millions of dollars. Yes, that did happen too. The stories I could tell, but the only way to defeat it all is through success and sharing that success. Okay, success is the best form of revenge. So stick it to them. But get the videos, study the books. Volume 1, probably Volume 2 is great with the confirmation. 2007. Seriously, 2007. It took me like 3 years to figure out what happened in 2002. Trying to buy all those patterns and getting drawdown. Get with it. Anyway, back to the charts. Oh, Jerry, what's up? Here we go. Anyway, that's Fetch AI, guys. But I would look at that. We're probably a couple more days away. Maybe back on Tuesday. The way we look at that dot is a yellow open trigger. That's around 80 cents. Okay? That's where I'd start to look. Start. One of the things that I like in terms of development, that's a really simple technique. Show me where the 3-bar range breaks out. 1, 2, 3. So it's like there. And you're still under the zone. So from a simple price action perspective, just getting above a 3-bar range is a start. And we're not there yet. We're 3 inside days. Nice. Let's get a couple more. Awesome. Nice, Sniper Goat. Welcome to the show. Lee, L.I., wants to look at Tia, Celestia. Let's go there. Celestia. I'll tell you what, that Caspa thing, I'll get to that in a second. That's a strong trend, guys. Tia, Celestia, up 5% today. After losing, I don't know, what's the top? Wasn't the top like 14? Sure was. I mean, welcome to crypto. Oh yeah, Celestia top was 22. Goes to 4. That would drive anybody nuts. Try to buy and hold. Oh, it's, this will come around. No. I need a better feed on that. There you go. Couple of patterns here on Celestia daily. Now look at the 1-2. Big shark pattern. All of your numbers were like 460. We happen to trade as low as what, 4? Let's blow it up. Wait, before I blow it up. We're still on the downtrend line. Okay, so until we crack this downtrend, that's a price action consideration that needs to happen. But Celestia is showing development for the first time. And here's the framework in action, guys. We have a pattern, T1, off the little shark. There's a big shark and a little crab, sorry. A couple of appropriate sea creatures showing here. But that's the type 1 reaction. Always. And now back down for the 2 with the dot. That's perfect. Right there. But what do you need? Excuse me. You need a 3-bar breakout, but you have a dot, you have your patterns, you have your levels at 460. And since this is a T2, T2 goes to target 2. And that's up a lot higher. That's like up to T2 is 923. Off of the shark. That's how we play it. But can you at least get out of that downtrend from the last 6 weeks or no, sorry, 4 weeks, something like that? Also, there are better trending situations. Impressive pre-halving performance, but I want to see trending stuff like Solana. Or let me share this one with you, CASPA. KAS. And even that had a T2 up there. Where are we going? Right here. That was a perfect type 2. Guys, software in action. This is why you get the program. Okay, I can't connect the dots. I can't do all this work manually. But the software and the algos, that's what I've been perfecting for a long time. And I would say it was about 6, 7 years ago, maybe 7, 8. We launched it with my main man over at sr-analyst.com, Chris. Chris will set you up. Chris is the best programmer in the industry, bar none. I would put him against anybody. That we get this stuff. T1, bang. T1, back for the 2. And then look at what happened. Even in the craziness, 13.8 was it. So what are we looking for? Some kind of yellow dot. You have HSI first thing today. Okay, and we don't jump into it, but what's the other pattern? You got some patterns. You got some things back at 11, 10.9 cents. So just because we have that, that's a first start. I would want a dot. Why I'm still patient. But I like this thing because you're really, you got that. Can someone show me, or at least give me a recommendation, how many crypto look like that? Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum doesn't look like that. Any others? Share it with me. Let me know. That's what we want. Why? Because we want to be buying something that's trending with phenomenal performance within the halving, down, back, down, and then back again. And that's the stair-step motion. We get MW patterns within there. Beautiful. What's up, Rudy? Welcome back. Where have you been, my man? Wants to look at Square in the weekly. We sure will. Incredible says the mantra ticker OM is one of the strongest trends. I thought you were saying like Om, like transcendental meditation. Om. Let's look, my friend. Okay. That's a beauty. Look at that. Amazing. That was what, 3 cents to $1.40? Come on. Probably got to break it down daily or 4 hour. Some dots. Some dots. Patterns. Not a heck of a lot. That's disappointing. Go to the 4 hour. I like the thought there. Nice crab pattern. Probably comes back for a retest at 138. Sorry, you're at 97 at the moment. Give me some structure though. Give me some patterns. You had some really nice small little patterns at 62. A couple more. What else? SCI. Let's go there and let's wrap it up on the crypto for there. I mean, there's a zillion we could go through. Next week, let's do deep dives across the board, especially in anticipation for the T-Coin webinar. There you go. SCI on the 4 hour. Let's go to the daily. Is this just another one? Oh. Yep. There you go. Nossa. Look at that. 12 to $1, maybe $1.10, almost a 10x, and then right back down for a full reset. And that's what you got to ask yourself. Which one of these are doing full resets? Because they love the 886. Have a crab pattern. Software is generating that crab structure, and I would even say we could do stuff like this, with a shark up to the 1618, and then where's 886? 886 almost hit perfectly. What's that? Like 17 cents? What's the low? Low is 20. So it's not ready yet. We could be in a reaction mode. Still want a dot. Hold on, guys. I got to get some water. 1 second. I knew this would happen. One moment. Yeah, and I think we've seen the ones that are trending. You guys see the stuff that's trending. That's the kind of thing I want to favor on the weekly. Or, yeah, weekly, daily. Hit those pullbacks and then go. We haven't looked at the total, so let me get out of here with the total index and then jump over to Nasdaq like this. Here we go. Total crypto looks like yay. Come on, crypto. Total crypto market cap. There you go. Daily. At least you generated HSI. We had the same bat pattern up there at 2.5. You know, I always said that 2.12 was a critical make or break, and that would probably make us take a longer time to resolve this. So nothing there. If I had a bullish pattern, is that an alternate bat? 1 minute. I think I turned off my alternate bat a while ago, and kind of, yeah, look, there's the alternate bat. I don't know. Let's turn it back on. Is it there? No. Total crypto. That's going to be an important consideration as well for what we do. And it's the same as Bitcoin. This one's a little bit more like a deep crab, connect the dots. Again, for the cycle. And my target for this has been on that chart for a long time. My long-term crypto total market cap target is still 4.5 trillion. And I've been saying forever that we look for that. You give me till the end of January to get there. If that's the case, then we better get a C point here, which tagged a 382, and we need development. We need two forms of development. We need price action, 3-bar breakout, and after this retest, I need one green candle. Can we can wait? Can you guys wait for that? Please do. Please do. Total crypto and the rest of these, maybe even like something like total 3. It's probably the T coin index. Oh, goodness gracious. It did it. Okay, we're in business. You gotta excuse me, man. I really, last week I was traveling. I picked. I've been waiting for this retest the whole year. I mean, I have been waiting for this retest since the target one objective. So, okay, now we have to talk, as they say over here. Let's talk. 474 billion was tagged. It's a T2. That's what you want. Let me show you, please. Let me share this with everyone. Volume 3. That's the book to get for type 1, type 2, okay? Why? Because we treat all valid, true harmonic patterns presented by Harmonic Pattern Collection, free trial available, like that. We're not surprised to see reaction. Okay? And then come back for the type 2 to retest. There. And the software will illustrate T2. It'll scream it to you. It's screaming it to me. But that's got to finish green on the week. I need to see some action the next 2 weeks. Why? Because I'm not worried about T2 here. We get the development in the next few weeks. Okay? T2 to target 2 every time. That's how we treat it. And I'll show you the models. Target 2 would be 850 billion. Like that. Would be a double off the low. Here's the volume 3, guys. That's probably the one to download if you're brand new, because it's got pattern summaries, all that. And then the other thing is it has the, where is it? Come on. Boy, what happened to my, oh no. Here we go. Might have to edit that thing. Where's type 1, type 2? Sorry, guys. I'm killing your eyes here. Was that it? Yeah, type 1. There. Here it is. Type 1, up and back for the retest. That's how we do it. Why am I not finding it? Bear with me. I'm trying to get to the exact page. Well, there's the confirmation. And then I think you got to go all the way to the back. I haven't looked at this. Oh, by the way, I did want to say, a lot of people have asked me about if I'm ever going to write a volume 4. Probably not, but I've been talking to the publisher, and I might be doing a major update on this volume 3, and then we do international distribution of volume 3 in the same way that we have 1 and 2. But there's a type 1 objectives and expectation, simple reaction down. And here's the type 1, type 2. There you go. Hold on. Come on. There it is. This is the illustration. Sorry it took me so long. Page 316. We look for that reaction. Bang. Come on back for target 2. And that's where we expect reversal. And that's what you have in total index right now. But literally, what was it, 2 days ago? Was the first time we'd consider that. Yeah, there it is. Oh, with a nice little Gartley to boot. A Gartley back at the weekly harmonic gets us a little additional sauce for that setup. All right, that's nice. Yeah, maybe we do a 1-2 off of that. But maybe we could do something like this. Go 1 and then 2, the retest for the secondary test. Kind of lines up with what we've been talking about, where this is probably shaping up like a September deal, or maybe even by the end of the month. Okay, couple more. Last one. Thanks, man. Thanks. Control F. I know I'm not operating on my normal setup, so I'm just kind of on the fly here. Last one. All right. You got synthetics. Okay, synthetics is like this. It's a massive pattern that's done a couple reactions. There you go. Shark now, 89 cents. Are you kidding me? Look at this. We had big patterns down here. There it is. That's a lot like XRP. A lot like XRP. Now with a shark at $1.30. Okay, what was, yeah, the last cycle was so raging insane that, I think everyone, including myself, expected to see fireworks by June. And then what happened in our June webinar, I said we had to wait. Check out that webinar. I posted that for basic members. If you want to check out those webinars, that's in the playlist. And again, if you have any questions, do look at those sessions, especially our session from our first one in December. Let me review that on Tuesday. But synthetics is down there with a dot. Not impressive. Not really what we want to see with this kind of lagging action. But we do have some patterns. You're just squeezed in this range. I really thought this could do something earlier in the year. I really thought we'd get that going. But like the rest of it couldn't clear out. I think you're going to have to wait for this to pop up. If you're going to look for here, there is very, very possible for this to do a type 1 up to 334. But that's it. That's it. And that's 90% of the cemetery crypto is our new term. It's something I've been saying for a while. We have to remove the dead crypto. Dead crypto goes nowhere but, 6 feet under. Okay. Let's get to stonks. Nasdaq. What are we doing today? NQ. Start there, up 550 at 515. Yikes. Yikes. Here we go. NQ. What happened? Well, we had almost perfect type 2 at 17,280. That really should have hit. What's that low? Exact low was 17,351. Did we hit that? Wait a minute. Let's go extended hours here and let's talk. Let's talk. 17,280, was that in the pre-market? No, we never got there in even after-market action. And that would have been, I would have said, full on, that's it, let's go, give me confirmation at 17,280. But not yet. And we're having this kind of a thing. Downtrending HSI on Nasdaq stocks. No doubt, folks, ever since we've been looking at that 1618, especially the QQQ, it's been a 15% correction. Check my Twitter feed. I'm not going there now, but look at the stuff I posted back here, literally as the top hit in the pre-market July 11. Just go to my Twitter and look at that stuff, please. Check it out. You guys will see what I do real time. Again, I'm open to any and all criticism, and I think it's great to, to question every methodology. I'm happy to explain the in-betweens to get you to where you need to be. Okay, but this one, almost perfect. We would still need confirmation. Let's see. Here's an example, though, of 3-bar breakout. Now, we still have 2 hours left in the day. Are we going to break out of this 3-bar range? That's at 572. There are a few things up here, and I want to highlight first something I've been looking at on the regular trading hours, which is something I like to look at as well. We have this crab. We had a retest of 17,875 exactly yesterday. My folks in my premium Discord knew we were selling it down. I didn't capture the whole move, but 17,875 was tagged. Is this coming out of the zone like 18,516, a big number for Nasdaq? Could that send it for a type 1? Maybe, where we come up to as high as 352. I took a couple of sell shots this morning, but nothing like yesterday. And then we go to the 5-minute today. RTH. You got some bearish patterns again. You guys remember from Tuesday, the Tuesday show and last Thursday show, we were breaking down. I said, this could drop a lot more. And here we are again. Another T2. I'd be looking here. Let's scratch the surface. Maybe 633 to 705 is the top end of that crab. Maybe the bat. But this is where confirmation comes in to help you. We've hit our levels, generally 18.5. But now, where's it coming out of the zone? There. Good. That's a start. Do we have a dot? We need a little price formation. Not yet. For today, and this is only for today, but for today, you've got a whole bunch of levels here. And let me blow this up. This is a great potential trade between now and the end of the day. Okay, we're trying to flash a dot. You guys see that dot on the 5-minute? That's the starting point. What time is it? It's 2:06. So we're we're 1 minute into this bar. That has to be a bearish bar. Okay, that would set it up for the trade. And we get the yellow dot, and then it's a T1. So if we can trigger some kind of confirmation here, there's the dot. And then the next bar, that might be your trigger, back down to 301. And you're up almost 600, so this stuff's been swinging. We sold off 600 points off the high yesterday. High to low. Volatility is back, and that's beautiful. Daniel's asking, are we ready to buy altcoins now? No. Ethereum target 1850 question mark? No, not yet. You got to give it time. It hasn't set up, even as I said on some of those other stuff. Okay, you need to show me some green. You need to show me some green on Nasdaq too, or the Qs. Check out Nvidia real quick. Nice sell off. I mean, this has been something else. It was 98 yesterday. Look, break it down. There's a butterfly on the 5-minute for today. Oh, but it's only a type 1 reaction. The 4-hour, I thought this was interesting. On NVDL. Look at NVDL, guys. Bat pattern. That's the 2x long on Nvidia. I would check out those Granite Share 2x's. They're showing a lot of interesting patterns when the underlying does not. So that's around 38. Probably just type 1 reaction, but that's something. That's the kind of thing I want to see. Like, we're in a dramatic retracement phase, and that's lost 50% of its value. Okay, it's right back at the 886 from April low with a bat. Kind of reminds me of the Tesla deal. Tesla's the other one we've talked about in recent sessions that we really want this retest. Okay, remember this here? The bat pattern at 250. Even the daily had it. And we're saying, yeah, maybe get back to 220. It dropped to 180. And it came all the way back and hit the type 2 of that Gartley on the daily. Okay, but give me a little price action. I can't just step in and buy the knife. Not yet, but you're 199 at the moment. Let that stabilize a little bit. And the thing about Tesla, okay, I like it. I think this is a massive opportunity on this retest. Go back in the last 3 weeks, what I was saying 3 weeks ago. What was the date? It was right before earnings, like around the 8th or 9th, that the next retest on Tesla could finally be the type 2 we need to spring it out of the zone and then send. Let Elon build the billion robots a year. It's going to happen. At least, rather have him do it than somebody like, I don't know, Reid Hoffman or the Google guys. All those tech nerds are fighting it out because they want to be the top nerd. Yeah, they're all nerds. They're extremely rich nerds. Nerd is a nerd. But boy, Revenge of the Nerds, right? Ever since that movie came out in the 80s. If you haven't seen Revenge of the Nerds, please watch it because, in my opinion, that was the 84 low that came out in 84, and that was the low. And the nerds have been ruling the world since 84, whether you like it or not. Tesla, the 2x bull, is so close to a perfect type 2 on the weekly. That's a major deal. That's a major deal. You could pivot. You kiss that 652. It might take another week or two. Just don't buy the one green bar. But you get that confirmation. Look, HSI is not there yet, but it's a major situation. What does that mean? Okay, the 2x, it'll move double what Tesla does. Tesla's setting up. Okay? And then the 2x Tesla, whatever this is, the directional share, because that means it has to move. That's a big deal. And we were talking about this one for a type 1. We said, we were here at like 8 back in, what was it, like May, June? We're like, maybe it goes to 11 or something. The daily had like a shark on that up to 15. It was like this. There she goes, 840. So it clipped the T1 level, back down for the shark. Even on the daily, it's sloppy, but we start looking down here. Under 840. I would love to see that weekly level get hit. Big stuff. Because, look, I have my reasons why. We're forming patterns. We're having nasty reactions. The 1618 on the Qs was tagged perfectly, and then absolutely ditched. Here's the 886 from, we were tracing this out last time. And if for those that are new, again, go to the 1618 post on Twitter, because this was what we were talking about all along. It's like this. 1618. Look at a couple of yellow dots. You might not know what that is. That's our bearish confirmation related to harmonic strength index. And it happened all at exactly at the 1618. I mean, it just, there it is. It's like that. Are we going to go down to 236? Already did. 236 was 440. 445, that was a number I've been talking about since last month. 382 will be 405. So get back to Daniel's question. Why am I saying 405? Why am I saying SPY a little lower? Maybe SPY's even better. Oops, sorry. Get your free membership at harmonictrader.com right there. SPY, like this. And I showed you guys last time. Ooh, what happened there? It was a monthly crab. Weekly. Daily. I mean, all about the 1618, right? It's a first stop. That's why I'm saying 482. But let me walk through why. How do we get there? 482. It's like this. Daily. Doink. Come on. Daily was a crab. Okay. Right up here, yellow dot. 560 was the big number. 556 was the hop level. Confirmation. Throw it on down. We were looking like 524. It gapped through, went to 513, now bounced back up. We literally could do something like this. Come back up, tag the XA, and then down. Okay, it's not over yet. Could be like that, and then set us up. Where'd you go? For the pattern retest. It's a little bit further than I'd like to see. I kind of call it the looping type 2, because it goes up and then all the way back down. But look, if I just want to see ideal harmonic action be tested, it would be a retest of that structure, retesting the low for April, May, and then go. But we're going to have some zigzag in between. But the longer daily scenarios like that. What do you think of that? Daniel, what do you got? You like that? You think that can happen? I think it can happen. Come up, fill the gap, and then smack them down. Probably. The 1-2 framework, kids. If you're not familiar with it, grab volume 3 and review that. Who was that? GoldenEye. What's up, man? Let's look at Apple. Buffett sells half his shares. What a crock, you know? That guy. That guy's made out to be a saint. He's made out to be the greatest investor in the world. I'm not really a fan of Buffett, quite frankly. I know stories about him, political stories. You know, him working the political angle, getting wells shut down, getting pipelines shut down, and then buying the real estate out of from underneath people. These people are not saints, folks. Regardless, they got the cash. Apple, whether he sold it or not, we have a first dot there. But the weekly, monthly, we got to look at it like this. Okay, you're up here. We're still in a firm trending market channel, if you will. You know, I'm surprised he sold. Maybe he knows something, but he knows a few things. But this is how we look at it. Go back to 2018, whatever. It's like this. Paint your regression channel. Ride it a railroad tracks. I think lower end at 180, likely. That's value. That's discount. on the low end of the trend channel. So it's like that. Just because we're up today, we've been up 500, down 500 quite a bit in the last 2 weeks. Doesn't mean we're going to just get going yet. But it's like that. Also, I love these directional things. This Apple APPU, 2x shares. Go to the daily. Got a dot. Okay, no structure yet. That's unlike Tesla. A little bit different than Tesla, but Apple's another one where you're going to want to keep an eye on. Yes, it'll be a winner for the next 5 years. And folks, don't get me wrong. I'm looking for retracement, but I'm looking for this thing to set up where whatever the low that's going to come, if it's September, October, November, it's going to be a major decade low. It will, and then we will probably go back to all-time highs after we get through this phase. It's just the devastation's been remarkable. I got to show you a couple of the semis because boy, those patterns, applied materials, guys. Look at this. No, it was AMD. Hold on, it was AMD with the shark, but I thought it was applied materials. Oh no. Amazon looks like this. Shark 2, finish the sentence. Finish the sentence. Finish the sentence for a free 60-day trial to Harmonic Pattern Collection. Shark 2, what's the pattern? What's the pattern we're looking for? Let's go. Shark 2. First person to respond with the proper pattern that is. I'll give you a 60-day free trial. Okay? I'll give you 30 seconds. Fulgar Flavo. 5-0. That's right. It's a 5-0. Right? Hawaii 5-0. That's all before your time. Oh my goodness. If you want to go stream it, go check out Hawaii 5-0. You win. Fulgar Flavo. Send me an email. HarmonicTrader@gmail. We'll set you up with 60-day free trial. 60. You usually give 2 weeks, but I'll give more of an opportunity, and you can come to the crypto webinar. But 135 is the level, guys. Yes, it bounced massive, but I'm not ready for it yet. 1 day, 1 week does not make a trend. And you go down here. Harmonic Strength Index is oversold. What's the level? It's like Binance Coin at 500 needing to go to 400. The harmonic stuff, especially the reactionary moves, once they get formulated, confirmed, and reverse out of the zone, it's an automatic process. That's how I've come to know it. So 135 on Amazon, but you don't think that's not going to be a massive opportunity? It will. It will, and we'll look for that. Okay? No action on Amazon, but it's representative of the kind of thing I want to see. It's 2x creature. Looks like that. The Granite Share 2x is crushed. And I like to look at those as kind of ancillary comparative structure. 4 hour. Thought we had something big on the... Not yet. Like that. The AMZZ is the 2x long for Amazon. Even that doesn't have anything there. Had a shark that did. It was a dud. Couple more. The big boys, the Googles. And man, Meta is like insane. But there's Google. And I want you to look at Google on the train tracks. Okay, up here at the hop level. Deeply oversold. Okay, let me clean up the chart so we can see it. It's another shark. High level shark. Not ideal in any case, but if we can get this overextended shark to 119, that's the buy point. I know you're 165. I'll wait for 120. I mean, talking about cycle decade low and then go. That's my plan. Couple more. It's Shark to 5-0, guys. They're related. It's volume 2. A couple more. What's up, Neil? Wants to look at Baba. Sam Mitch is talking about Baba. Yeah, Baba's like that. Trying to put in a lower low or a higher low. We got to go to the monthly. Software's kicking out a crab, so maybe that's what he's triggering. I like it. A nice idea, but this is where development is your friend. 77.64. You can't tell me that's not a line in the sand. But I'd rather see some better development off of it. Let me show you guys something I had talked about a long time ago. Been a big winner for me. Coca-Cola. Really, I'm going to draw your attention. Go back to October, first week of October, end of September. We talked about this. We picked it clean right off the low. And that's a beautiful T2 to just continue. Buffett was smart to buy these kind of companies and hold them. No doubt about it. A conservative consumer play on, diabetic generation. But yeah, that's just going to keep going. That's why, if you go back to last October, that's why it was such a great buy. It was a trend continuation, long-term uptrend, weekly type 2. These are the kind of trends, not just markets, but trends we want to take advantage of. Okay, there's a lot of them. I'm interested in more like that. I mean, it's stuff like boring stuff like Kraft Heinz, KHZC, some daily patterns down here. These boring stocks can be great winners. Maybe we'll pivot to that on Tuesday, because there's a lot of them are setting up where they've been screwing around for about 2 years, but now they're ready to go. Couple more on the tech side. Oracle. Okay, Oracle with some big crab patterns. See those? All right into earnings. At 144, they slam it down. That's the kind of reaction we want to see. And again, so many of these. Up here, back down, 125. This is like Amazon. If we're here, if that was Amazon, okay, halfway down to the reaction, and then it just took, another week or two to get to the reach target. Anything at that level that would suggest a return phase in Oracle, other than the bearish pattern, I don't have anything there yet. More important than anything else is respecting the reaction off those clear patterns. You guys understand that? It's important. Really important. Thank you. Sniper Goat. Yeah, buddy. We can do utilities, electricals, plumbing. I love it. Palantir. Yeah, Palantir's massive shark type 2. Look at that. Palantir is a favorite of mine, but you're a T2. And we were looking at that all the way since 29, saying shark, come back to 24. It did this crazy thing. On the 4-hour, also daily. Probably better. Other way, the same thing on daily. Daily, weekly. Up here, 618-ish. But that too, no mistake about it, that's a nice trend. I think Palantir does things that we want to be looking at this. It will continue those railroad tracks. And I think 886 target at 40 happens, but at the right level. Haven't had anything in Palantir in a while to jump on that. Had a whole bunch last year at 8, but now 30. Maybe back at 25. I don't know. That's a heck of a gap. Yeah, almost a perfect island reversal there. Almost. I would watch it because I'm not worried about 29. That thing cracks 30, 31, it goes straight to 40. That's okay. How about we finish up with a little peek at the stocks? That's up 6% today. And this too. down there right back at the 886 around 4,400, just off of this year. The weekly's been remarkable. So there's the railroad track. And I've said this, please go back. For the new folks that you want to get a little insight on how far advanced, how ahead of the situation we were back in early July. We were talking like, let this come back down to the lower end. We were clearly overextended. And what's going to happen is we're checking back at around 4390, 4400. But another situation where this is week 1. I think 2 more weeks of green development to get us to where we want to go, which is a trend continuation, all right, and take it back up to the top end of the channel. I want to see 2 more weeks. Oh, I got to show you this one before I get out of here, only because we've seen a few of these patterns. I missed it. Costco's got some beautiful shark action going on right now. And boy, another one where this is a trender forever. It was a shark at 800, now 840, up 30 today. I got you. But this is like Coca-Cola. All right, Coca-Cola trendline railroad tracks, that just continues. And use that daily pattern, something like that. And I still say, yeah, you're looking at like a 314 extension to 1100. That's an important continuation. Right around 800, a little bit late today. That caught my eye after the show Tuesday. Yeah, the Philly Sox. Hey, I worked on the Philly Sox floor. That was how many years ago? The Philadelphia Stock Exchange. I spent a summer there. Greatest job ever. That's what sealed the deal for me, knowing what I wanted to do for my life. Watching the options trading. I also had the largest currency option exchange in the world at that time. And that's back when there was like 20 different European currencies that were traded. It was amazing. The SOX, let's look at the SOX index. SOX index. Come on, SOX, where'd you go? Philadelphia Sox. Same as the other. Yeah, we were just looking at that. That's what we were looking at, the Philly Sox. I confused. I thought we were looking at SMH for a second. Sox is like this though. I forgot to trace the connect the dots. Odd looking shark, but shark 2 886 minimum with a 2618, and then like this, back down, shark to 50, like that. 52, 5100, there's, and then back down for the retest and then go. That's the 1-2 framework. I'm not just, pulling that out of what. I'll take you guys back a little ways. Look at that. Oh, what happened on my monthly? That disappeared. Weekly, I had a monthly crab up there. Is it a quarterly crab too? Hold on. 3 month? Let me come back to why I was dealing with that. I can't even go back. I can't even go to the 87. It was trading like 200 or something, or 150. Maybe next time. Yeah, I'll look at that. 1 or 2 of the devastating crypto that I like. I'm waiting for SMCI. Getting crushed. Okay, getting crushed after an amazing. That's a parabolic move, but look, weekly. Let's connect some dots. This is like this is like a cousin of Nvidia, and we're gonna get something like this. I traced this out a few weeks ago. It's a bat 886, like 313. We could get there. Is falling into it. I like that one though. at lower levels. And then the other one is ARM. ARM is like this. Another one right back to the 886. We've been here before. Daily. Another shark with a dot. Yeah, I don't know why it's not coming up. There could be some ratio constraints, but again, these are the kind of the high flyers that have been crushed. 886 to the dime. Right there. 886. That's a beauty. So, but today is the first day. I would even look at that. Why? It's a yellow dot off of that confirmation. You could even, I don't know, remove the arrows. The dot's key. Now 117, the 886 was 97. We'll look in this area. What I'm saying, opportunity is coming. It's coming fast. But we need a couple more days. I think Tuesday of next week we'll probably have the development we're looking for, where these could have a little early September run, and then we'll have to deal with October. Yeah, I think so. Just look, this reaction has been one of the strongest reactions in the shortest period of time I've ever seen. Kind of reminds me of .com with Bill, early 2000s, or I think it's late 90s. This is more like a 98 correction. It's not the end. It's not a bear market, guys. Don't get me wrong. This is a big retracement, and let it stabilize another day or two, and then we'll be ready to go. Before I clear out, where's Nasdaq? Just so I know. NQ up 555. Where's that 5-minute? Did we dot it? We sure did. Okay. My folks, I like what's going on here. On the 5-minute, we're under the 50 level. And this is what we do. Okay. Real nice bat pattern. We got the check back. Open trigger on NQ. That's 539.75. We're real close. For this to do a little end of the day back to T1 324. Let's see if that happens. I'm going to jump over to my premium Discord. Let's see if we can hit that, guys, in a little bit. Okay. That's what I have for today, folks. Thank you. Tuesday, we'll be back. Okay. Full show, full review, better voice, off, no more vacation. Until then, love you guys. Go get them. We'll see you next time.